Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be all about kids lunches and getting all of those things done. A lot of these are healthy meals, some of them are just quick and easy. So to start this thing off, I'm going to start with making English muffin pizzas. My kids love this. Out of all of the new options that I've been trying for them, I have written out my entire month of January, all of their lunches and their snacks, and all of our dinners as well for the entire month of January. And I'm trying to do healthier and easier meals for me and all of the kids. And this is one of the top ranked ones that I've made. This is not going to be my last series of doing this. I'm going to start doing this almost weekly, where I'll have different meals for the kids until I run out of ideas for them. But this one was by far their favorite. So all I did was just take some English muffins, cut them in half. I used organic pizza sauce, and then I just added in some organic mozzarella cheese and some turkey pepperonis. After I was done prepping them, I put them into my convection oven and I let them cook for about 10 minutes at 350 degrees, made them nice and toasty for the kids, and they loved them. At the beginning of this video, and as you can see here on the left, I have my planner, and what I like to do is I have all of the lunches and snacks planned out, and I just go through them and I mark off with my highlighter what all I've done or put in their lunchbox. This way I know that I have everything in there and everything that I have planned for that day, and it just makes it a lot easier for me. Now I'm just going to be taking these little pizzas and putting them in the kids' bento boxes. I like to use these. They have been really helpful whenever I'm trying to make lunches for the kids. I'll make sure that I link all of those in the description box. But all I'm putting in there is the pizzas, some green grapes, and a Annie's organic chewy bar. And this is what they're going to have for their lunch that day. And then next I'm going to be adding in their snacks. So hang on tight and I'll show you that as well. Here is their snacks. All I have is a GOGO-SQUEEZE and some veggie chips. They are like veggie straws, but they are made into little hearts. Since this is almost coming up on Valentine's Day, I thought these were really cute and the kids really loved them. Next, I'm going to be making my kids' other favorite, which is turkey roll-ups. All I'm going to be using is the Tillamook Swiss farm-style thick-cut cheese, this Applegate oven-roasted turkey breast that has no antibiotics, no GMOs. It is really, really healthy. I love this product. I'm going to be pairing this with some whisked Parmesan, cheese crisp, and for Indy, some Pirate's Booty, since she doesn't really like the whisked chips. And then I'm also going to be throwing in a simple, no artificials, yogurt for the kids, and lastly some strawberries. The tortillas that I'm using are the Mission brand. This is their carb balance tortillas. This one has a lot less carbs than your regular tortillas, so I prefer to get this for the kids just to make it a little bit healthier than what it usually would be. I feel like one of the things that has helped me the most with trying to switch over to a healthy lifestyle is I'm taking all of the foods that we love to usually eat, and I'm just finding the healthier options. So my kids love these turkey roll-ups, and instead of buying the normal flour tortillas, I got the carb balance ones. They love mayonnaise, but instead of buying the regular mayonnaise, I got the lighter version. And they love chips and they love popcorn, so that's why I went with these Parmesan wisp and this Pirate's Booty, because that's a little bit healthier than what they usually would be. And then the same with the yogurt. This is the regular Yoplait yogurt, but they're just a simpler brand where it has more simple ingredients instead of the normal artificial things that they put into the yogurt. So it's all the things that we normally love. I'm just going into a healthier option, and it's made it a whole lot easier. It's made an easier transition for my kids and for myself, and I really like this little game plan that I have going, and I think this will help you guys too in your journey for a healthier new year for you and your kids. This is Indy's lunchbox, and she gets a morning snack at school, so I'm putting in an oatmeal bar and also an Honest Kids juice. And then these are the older threes. Ellie likes to have white milk whenever she has lunch, and the twins prefer chocolate milk. So I found these alternatives that are more organic and a lot healthier, as you can say, when it comes to your dairy products and your milk products. And I found these at my local grocery store, so they're not hard to find, and I'll make sure to link that brand in the description box below. But that is going to be all for meal number 2. And like I said before, this is one of the other really big hits with my kids, and this is also another big hit for Tyler and myself as well. Every day whenever I'm packing up their lunches, I also make sure to fill them up a glass of water. I like to use these simple modern cups. These are really good insulated cups. They help keep their drinks nice and cold. So after I prep them with the water, I just put them inside of our fridge to get them really cold overnight. And the kids say that they usually stay cold throughout the day. And I also take these simple modern water bottles as well, and they stay cold for almost 24 hours or more sometimes. Next up is meal number 3, where I'm going to be making a grilled cheese. This is not one of the healthier options, but this is just one of the meals that my kids love. We were actually home this day and didn't have school due to bad weather with it snowing. So I decided to make this up for them. This was already planned anyways for their school lunch. So I decided to just go ahead and make my life easier and stick to the plan. That's always a good idea. But all I did was just take some butter and some of that light mayonnaise, and I rub it on the outside and sometimes on the inside of the bread. And in this bread is the Nature's Own whole wheat bread. And then I'm just going to be taking some of that Tillamook cheese and also a slice of the regular Kraft cheddar cheese, and I'm just going to be frying this up on the skillet and then cutting them in halves for the kids. Now I'm just going to be pairing this with some red grapes, some Angie's Boom Chicka Pop real buttered popcorn, and then also to throw in something sweet, I'm adding in some Ghirardelli milk chocolate chips. Instead of putting in like a brownie or a chocolate bar, which my kids love to have something sweet like that in their lunches, I decided to just throw in some chocolate chips. This is a lighter option. Obviously, it's not the best, but it is something that gives them that chocolatey and sweet flavor that they're wanting, but it's just in a smaller proportion. For their drinks with this one, I like to use these Zevia Kids sodas. They're really not sodas, they're just carbonated water, like sparkling water. They have 0 sugar and 0 calories, and this one is pink lemonade. It also comes in an apple and a fruit punch, which is my kids' favorite. Indy prefers the pink lemonade, but the older 3, they really like this one. And sometimes I'll also add in that organic low-fat milk as well, which I showed you in the previous lunch. Meal number 4 is going to be hard-boiled eggs. All I do to make hard-boiled eggs is I just put them in a saucepan in boiled water and I let them boil for 10 minutes, and then I just place them into iced water and let those sit for about another 8 to 10 minutes. Now I'm just going to be cutting up some yellow and orange bell peppers. I usually like to use red, but I'd already used those this week, so I'm just going to be cutting these up, and this will be one of their sides for this lunch. So when it comes to veggies in my kids' lunches, like these bell peppers or those carrots, all the time they're not going to eat these. I just like to be repetitive and be consistent so that they're constantly exposed to a healthier option, and eventually they'll start trying them and they hopefully will develop a palate for them. I've read a lot of studies that this is really an effective way to get your kids to eat healthier. So if your kids aren't big on veggies, just try and throw a little bit in at a time and see if they gradually start to eat them. For their second side, I'm just going to be adding in those red grapes again, and then I will be pairing some of those turkey pepperonis just for some added protein into their meal along with those eggs. And then on top of those eggs, I like to add in a little bit of salt and pepper and some of that light mayonnaise on top. For meal number 5, I'm just going to be doing something quick and easy. I'm just going to be using one of the Uncrustables. This is the strawberry one. And then I'm going to be adding in some baby carrots along with a little ranch packet and a cheese stick. Like I said earlier, not all of these meals are super healthy, but if it's not all healthy, I do like to add in a few healthy options like these carrots, just to make sure that I'm exposing my kids to healthier options. Meal number 6 is going to be some organic chicken nuggets. I found these at Target. This is the Good and Gather brand. It is by far my favorite brand right now that I've been using. All of their products have been so good, and they are a cheaper option than the name brand things. I'm pairing this with the Good and Gather strawberry applesauce, some of those chocolate chips, and just to keep them from getting mixed in with the chicken nuggets or melting throughout the day, I like to put them in one of these little muffin tins that's reusable. And then I'm going to be using some thin pretzels that my kids really like. They don't like the real thick ones, so these thin ones are a really good option for them. But that is going to be all for today's video. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be trying to do this weekly until I run out of ideas, so make sure if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and turn on those notifications so you can be notified when my next video is out. I thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you all next week. Bye!